so I put up fairy lights. Effort, guys, pure effort. Hi team, it's Bethany from Beth and Books and welcome back to my book nook. Today I thought I would do something a little bit different to my usual Sunday vlogs. So today is a January monthly favourites where I will be going over some of my bookish faves as well as stationery faves, other media faves, just a little bit of everything. I'm sure you all know what a monthly favourites video looks like, so I'm just gonna dive right into it. Right, my first category is going to be Bookish Goodness, and my favourite book, and I think the only book that I gave 5 stars this month, The Grace Year by Kim Liggett. I did a reading vlog where I was reading this book and I talk a lot about it there, so I'll link that somewhere, but just in case you haven't watched that and don't want to, because that's totally fine. This book is a dystopian novel where our main character is called Tierney, and she lives in a village where there is a tradition, and the tradition is that when you turn 16, you go away, you go away into the forest with your village's fellow 16-year-olds for a year, and that year is called the Grace Year. And essentially what happens is you have to survive. It's kind of like, the way I describe it is the Hunger Games meets Lord of the Flies meets Margaret Atwood's Handmaid's Tale. It's an extremely feminist story. Not only did I leave this book feeling empowered, I left this book with a sense of unity. Girls empowering girls, like hell yes. Feminism without it being shoved down my throat to the point where like it's uncomfortable. If anything, I wish this book almost came out 10, 15, 20 years ago, because it talks all about women empowering women, and I think that's such a resonating message these days. I kind of wish girls my age had that years ago, or even like younger girls had this years ago. Yeah, it's a really, really good book. Thoroughly enjoyed it, 5 stars. Favourite book of January. My second bookish item is my wonky donkey TBR spinny help me choose what to read wheel. She's handmade. She's not even, but I love her nonetheless. I made this to help me choose my TBR, which I did for January. I chose 10 books based off the colours and the prompts on the wheel. And that was really, really fun. And then I've also been using this in my reading vlogs to help me choose which book to read in the moment based off the colour. So she's been a very big help instrumentally in my reading this month. And then on top of that, something I started doing this month is a reading journal. This was like my way of letting my crafts out, as well as, I don't know, there was some resistance in me to be writing my reviews on Goodreads. I think partially it's because I don't want to spoil what I think of a book before the reading vlog comes out, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. So this is my Little Fires Everywhere, and then I've also got some reviews written in. They just need to be collated into an actual review on there. And by the way, thanks so much for all the like, yay, yes girl, we loved this video on my journal with me process for that. So that was the bookish goodness I consumed. Now for other media. Now, I love movies and TV shows and anime just as much as the next girl. However, this month I was hugely in a reading mood, so I read like 12 books and didn't consume heaps of other media. However, the one season that I loved was season 2 of Sex Education. This series, let me tell you, it covers so many important topics around sexuality and high school life. There's no accepting of the bullies. It's talked about. There's talk about asexuality, pansexuality, homosexuality, heterosexuality. It talks about good sex like literal sex education. It talks about how you can be a better person, realizing your faults. I could go on forever. I can't say too much without spoiling the first season, but if you don't watch anything, go watch Sex Education. I think it's 8 episodes per season, and one episode is like 45 minutes long. Aside from that, I've just been binge watching booktube videos, especially as I've been getting my feet on this booktube channel. I guess flowing on from that, some stationery items. So this is my reading journal, and this is my like I write in it journal, and they are both from AliExpress. I believe they cost me $7. I'll hunt down the link and leave it below. And the reason I love them so much, let's go for my reading journal, is that the pages are blank. If you slot behind just like a striped piece of paper, you can see the lines through it. And then also it goes in the middle, you've got some craft paper, and then sometimes the paper goes even whiter. And then it's also just this really nice A5 size, which I don't find too overwhelming. Look at me geeking out on stationery. And then what I've been writing, every time I've been writing, I've been using this. What way is the right way to hold a pen? This is a Muji 0.5 black gel ink pen, and it is the perfect pen for linked writing, printing, making your writing nice and neat and small. I'm not too much of a diva when it comes to making sure my handwriting is properly neat, but if there's a pen that helps things look aesthetic, I live for it. And I think this, I'm gonna say it, you heard it here first, favourite pen of all time. Let's sidle into beauty. Since dyeing my hair pink and just having it light, I've been loving a darker eyebrow. And my favourite eyebrow pencil, no lie, this one's empty, I went out and bought a new one today, is the Maybelline, what's she called? Deep Brown Total Temptation Brow Definer. And it's just the most perfect eyebrow pencil ever. It takes me all of 30 seconds to fill in my brows in the morning. Not that I did them today, because your girl couldn't be bothered. So this twists up to reveal the pencil, and then you've got the brush on the other end. So you don't have to worry about sharpening your eyebrow pencil or anything tedious like that. That one can go in the bin now. It was so close. This is my third one in total, so I truly, truly love this product. Another beauty product. Now, I'm a firm believer that your skin heals from the inside out. You drink water and you have a healthy diet, your skin will love you. If you eat lots of fat, or in my case, lots of sugar, chocolate, my bane, my skin will break out. Now, when I do give in to temptation and I get a pimple, I have been using this. This is my second tube, and it is just I think you'd kind of call it drugstore. I get this from the supermarket, and this is the Clearasil Acne Treatment Cream Ultra. And the really important part here, guys, is you get the one that says, gross, talking about beauty as well. It says benzoyl peroxide 5%. So it's the benzoyl peroxide, I believe, that really helps. And what I find is if I put this on a pimple the night before, the morning of, no joke, if it was like an active pimple, it'll either be ready to pop safely or it's gone and there's like no redness. I absolutely love this stuff. Then something else that I've been loving is Lush bath bomb products. Since moving into this flat, we have our own bath. The first time I've moved into a place with a bath, and I have a wicker basket. Oh, I can just smell this. And I actually just did another massive order of bath bombs, so maybe a Lush haul coming your way. Originally, I thought they were really expensive, and I suppose they are. Like in New Zealand dollars, it's kind of like $9 for a bath bomb. However, I have tried bath bombs from other companies, and nothing beats Lush. I'm sorry, just nothing beats Lush. This one in particular is the Love Boat Bath Bomb, and it's in the shape of a bath. It's in the shape of a bath. It's in the shape of a boat, and it's just fun to play with. Now, moving right along into my last category of fashion. So, on the days where I'm not wearing sweatpants, not today, and I'm actually dressing up a little bit, I'm actually quite into fashion. It's just an extension of expression to me. And one of the things that I am addicted to, let's call it what it is, I'm addicted to shoes. And my favourite shoes of January are actually a Christmas present from my partner Titus, and they are the Nike Air Force Shadows in the colour pastel. And the reason why I love these so much are because I can pair them with like an all black outfit and have a pop of colour, or I can pair them with lots of colours and they just work. I have to admit, I used to hate, absolutely loathe the like dad shoe, big chunky shoe look, but it's grown on me. I now own like 3 pairs of chunky shoes, but these are the ones I constantly reach for. Now in New Zealand, you can't get them. I'm pretty sure Titus ordered them off ASOS. If any Kiwis out there are looking at getting them, otherwise They also come in a really cool, like neutral warm tone palette. I'll see if I can find a photo and show you. Oh, I lied, I have one more category, and that's just memories, highlights, because you know, it's not always about things, it's about memories and people and all of that good stuff called life. Now I have two highlights of this month. I spent New Year's with my family and some family friends in Topor, and we saw a massive fireworks, and we just spent time with a new little puppy called Vinny. He was Mum's Christmas present, and Sam. I love dogs so much. And so that was just a really fun time for me to chill out with my family. I didn't vlog anything. I hardly took any photos. In fact, I put my phone away for like 2 or 3 days and just detoxed and spent time. Wait, did I shave my armpits? I'm good. And just having a good time with them. And the second highlight, I actually did vlog, and that was 660 concert in the Lower Hutt Recreational Grounds. Now let me tell you, this was an experience. This is my third concert I've ever been to, and I have to say, I think it might be my favourite. I went with Titus and my brother Reese, and we went like it was essentially in a field, and everybody was standing, and there were food trucks and donuts lining the sides, and it was just such a good time. We were all like, like raving, like the cool kids. I try to pretend I still am, because I'm afraid of growing up and don't want to feel like I am an adult anymore, because that entails stereotypical responsibilities. But yeah, it was a really, really good time. I love watching everybody else's monthly favourites, so it was real fun for me to share with you guys. And if you feel like it, if you have the time and energy, consider leaving me a little subscribe down below, please. I'll see you next time, and thank you so much for watching. See ya.